Hi everyone, let's turn down this music here. Sorry, there was a little delay this morning. It was a little chaotic, and then last second, right before I went live, we got a call from the kids' school. Little Emily isn't feeling well, so Steve is headed to go pick her up. But thankfully, he is home today. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's scroll on up. Whew, I'm like out of breath here. I always like doing stuff like a few minutes before stream, and then I get here and I'm just like, it's chaos. All right, so question of the day today is, what was the last thing you painted? Trey says, tomorrow your 45th birthday. Happy birthday, Trey. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Cha, cha, cha. That's your birthday song. Bob, hello, Bob, says, acrylic painting in Grandpa's truck in the farm field. I like it. Did you put like a special design or was it one solid color? Mona, hello. Kara, hello. Aaron, hello. Cece, good morning. Tree houses and wow, I like it, Cece. I like it. Cece, what class are you playing, or what is your favorite class? Let's see, Mona, there's Mona. Let's see, Brooke, good morning. Heather, good morning. Last thing I painted was a watercolor mural. Ooh, watercolor mural. What was your base? Did you do it on like an outside wall, an inside wall? Did you seal it? Inquiring minds want to know. Let's see, Trey painted throw pillows. Very nice. Megan, good morning. Bonnie is still sleeping. Oh, what a good hubby. Had a very busy night. Hope everything's all right. Let's see. Danielle, hello. Is it really? I mean, I guess that's not super surprising, but I hadn't heard that, Trey. Bed Bath & Beyond is closing down. I mean, I don't know, to be fair, I don't recall the last time I went there. It might have been when the kids were little. I've gotten like curtains and some cutlery there. I don't think I ever bought anything for the bed there. I went to the Beyond section. Let's see, Kara, never did a painting before when I was a kid other than watercolor. Your pencil is green now. It is green now. If you don't know what that means, that all the pencils indicate memberships for YouTube, and each one is colored based on how long you've been a member. Awesome. I love the green pencil. It goes in rainbow order. So red, I can't think. Or maybe I started with yellow. Red, orange, yellow, green. Yeah, I think I started with red. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Let's see, last thing I painted was a miniature model. I think my husband plays tabletop games and I have some miniature models. Told him I would not learn to play until they were all painted. I love that, Heather. I've painted a few for Steve. Also, I have some airplanes that I've painted. And then not for RPG games, but I did paint him. He plays a game involving military ships, and I forget, I want to say it's like Sharpeners or something. It was one of his favorite models, and so I got the model kit, and he's not the kind of guy that would want to put together the model, so I put it together for him and then painted it, so it's more like I just gave him a model of his favorite ship and it's sitting in his office. I was really proud of myself for that one though, because the kit that came was like all plastic, and I was like, dang, this has like no heft to it, you know, because sometimes like when those models have like a weight to it, they feel even nicer. So what I actually did is I glued bigger rocks inside of the boat because it was hollow, and then it was heavy. Made me very happy about that. Hang on, Paul wants in. 1 second, we'll finish our hellos. Hi, do you want in? In or out, bud? There you go. He has some important things to do in here apparently. And that means scratching on the scratching post. At some point, we'll probably have to let him back out. Okay, let's see, where was I? Yeah, I'm surprised, Trey. I hadn't heard that at all. You've ever painted anything, Sherry? What about like crafts? Like eggs would count. Did you ever dye Easter eggs? I call that painting Easter eggs. Let's see, Dawn, hello. Oh wait, it hopped down. Hang on. Let's see, Kenny, hi Kenny. Winter on your side, Kara. Oh man, no, it's starting to get a little warm here. Let's see, Brooke says I'm gonna be in and out of chat today. I'm coloring crystals to look like rose quartz. Ooh, share a picture when you're done. Hey, Paul. Sherry, hello. Multiple rusty colors. I like it. Natalie, hello. Spring setting with light purples, grays, and snowman. Oh, that's so pretty, Bob. Let's see, canvas board, and I use a satin glazing liquid to seal it. Ooh, oh, I bet you that's so pretty. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Emily. Let's see. Just busy farm. That's fair. That's fair. That's what, like, I was gonna do like this part off stream this week, but it's been just chaos here, so I did not have a chance to do it. Let's see, Dervin says, question of the day, walls in my house, not for fun. G-Character inspired Sonic the Hedgehog for Gish, now shut down for fun. Oh, see, but for fun is good. For fun is very good. Last thing you painted was a tripod self-portrait. Emily, I feel like that's something we need to see if you're comfortable with that, because I'm terrible at self-portraits. Like, if I were to pull out my self-portrait from college, it's special. We'll just leave it at that. It's a special self-portrait. Let's see. Oh wait, I lost it. Where were we? Candy says, last thing you painted was Bailey's bedroom. Nice. Hi, Palma. If house painting counts, the last thing I painted was the outside of ours. Absolutely, it counts. Literally anything. You paint a rock, it counts. You paint a car, it counts. Paint a house, it counts. Paint a pet, we might frown slightly upon as long as the paint's non-toxic. Let's see. I meant trippy, not tripod. Oh, okay, yeah, that changes the image in my head. Hi, Ambient. Okay, I think we are all caught up. Paul is like demanding pets down here. Okay, so to start with, if you were here yesterday, we had an impromptu live stream for the review of these chrome ink markers. I have the link in the description below if you just want to go straight to them, or if you want to check out what we did yesterday. They turned out pretty cool. I have a 10% off coupon code for them, Emily Illustrator 10. So there's that. I also have, if you want to hop up here while we do some chatting, come here. He's looking, but he's just not quite sure. Okay, so I did a little investigating earlier this month. So we all know that we had the 10-year anniversary edition of Secret Garden coming out, right? But through my post, I had heard from some other people that said, hey, it's already out. I got the French edition, but like the French edition is already out. And so I was just like, oh, okay. So my idea was I was going to order the special edition of Secret Garden and then inspect it. So here's the thing. Here's my conclusion. Number one, gorgeous, gorgeous hardcover version of this book. Now, I have the French edition linked in the description below, but okay, hello. Paul's up here. Gorgeous edition of this. The hardcover is beautiful, and I say that because I have previously purchased a hardcover of the, I can't show them the books if you're on the desk. Here, you come over here. Okay, we don't drink the water. Anyway, I had previously purchased, that's not for you. That's not, let me do the stream, Paul. I had you turkey, as soon as I move my hand, he's trying to get to the water. Anyway, a long time ago, I purchased a hardback version of Secret Garden. Now, if you can see, okay, you gotta get down now. You're chewing on my cord. You're making this really hard. Come on, he's not moving, guys. All right, let's go, sir. No, you can't have that. That's mine. Give it. Okay, out you go, buddy. I have tried to restart that sentence like 3 times. There you go. Nothing like a little cat chaos to begin the stream. Feel like a little chaos? He's just like, please, Mom, attention and all the things. If I can't get through a sentence, he's too much of a distraction. Yeah, so that's what I have, Durbin. So I spoke with Johanna herself, and she actually doesn't have a ton to do with the anniversary edition that is releasing. It's put out through a different publisher than what she is with now. However, if I understood her correctly, the new anniversary edition that is coming out, let's see, the new anniversary edition that is coming out will have a couple new illustrations in the back. So that's what I wanted to test out with this. I was like, well, does it have the new illustrations? So like I said, this was the previous I say hardback lightly, version that I got on, I think I ordered it through Amazon, and this was a few years ago. This is not the anniversary edition, but you can see here that it's not like finished around the edge, and so it really does look like surely all hardback is a form of cardboard anyway, but I never really liked that the edges were exposed. But one thing that this version did have going for it was the fact that on the inside, it had these large fold-out posters, which are basically four 10 by 10, so it's like a 20 by 20, and it folds up. This one was in the back. I did start this one, but it's, you know, one of my infinite whips. So anyway, It is different than this one that I just ordered. And honestly, I love this one. It's finished on the edges and it's absolutely gorgeous. Is it the same as the released version? No. The book by itself, freaking amazing. Like I thought like, okay, well, even if it's not what I want, then I can always return it. But I don't want to return this because, I mean, look at those white pages. The paper is fantastic. No additional pages because the anniversary one coming out in the US and the UK will have a couple new illustrations. It's going to be two double page. Yeah, no, there is a difference. There is a difference. There's going to be 2 double page new illustrations in the back of the new 10th anniversary one. So although this one resembles the 10th anniversary one, this is the French version of the 10th anniversary, which does not have the new pages. So I'm gonna clarify that later in the post, because in the post that I made, like I said, I had comments that are like, hey, by the way, it's already out, but it has no new pages. So this is the French version of the anniversary edition. It does not have any new pages. However, if you are just wanting an absolutely drop dead gorgeous version of Secret Garden because of the special place it holds in your heart, then absolutely go for this, because it is, yeah, it's gorgeous. Like it's got that kind of reflection on there. It is by far the prettiest Johanna Basford book that I have. So anyway, there's that. So long story short, it is not the planned anniversary edition that's coming out that has the extra pages. So if you see it online and that's what you're hoping for, it is not that. So be patient. And the anniversary edition, I think, will be out in, I need to double check because it's September. I'll have to look. But either way, the anniversary is coming, and yes, it will have new illustrations in it. Just a couple, but it will. That, and on top of her Little Victories, is coming out also. So theoretically, we are actually getting two new books that have Johanna images, although one of them is, technically a book that's already out there. Hi, Callie. Okay, so that I think is all of the main news I have for you. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna work on a little bit on the background. So I have been going back and forth about what I wanna do for this background, because I couldn't figure out a way comfortably that I could make the red kind of wispy stuff that I want. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this background very, very black. And we are going to, after it's all dry, we're gonna go ahead and add pastel onto it. I mean, goodness knows I have enough pastels now. So once it's black, this is my theory, is we're gonna add pastel onto it. Now we probably won't do pastel until near the end, but we are gonna do the black today. We're gonna do a lighter gray behind this one because I am making everything see-through. So we're gonna do a lighter gray on the rings, but everything else we're gonna try and get it as dark as we possibly can. I was watching Barbara's this morning, which, by the way, if you're not subscribed to Barbara, you absolutely should be. She is creating an amazing image. So what we are gonna start with is something simple. We're gonna go ahead and get the black in on the background. Then we're gonna move to this area of the image. So let's move our water there now that Paul is not going to knock it down so you can see the whole thing. Let's see. Let's do that. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, but not a ton, because I want you to still be able to see what we're doing on both sides, but we'll go in a little bit so that you can get a good idea. Let's go ahead and use the black Albrecht Dürer. If you weren't here for the previous two ones, we are doing the Museum Aquarels and the Albrecht Dürers primarily, the watercolor pencils, and then we have the Arteza half pan watercolors on hand to do any additional details. So we are just gonna start kind of easy today. Now I do want this to be pretty dark, so rather than my usual light hand, we're actually gonna press kind of hard so that when this gets wet, it's very nice and dark, because it's space and it's gonna be dark. I'm not worried about the, like I said, the little red wispies that I'm planning, because we are gonna do pastel on top of that. But, so the event, the 2 weeks of Kerby, is officially over. Shannon was amazing for pulling all of that together. There were prizes, there were streamers, it was awesome. So big round of applause to Shannon. I know Barbara and I are still working on ours. You can still, obviously use the Kerby hashtag. So this is just, we're going simple, and we're gonna work on this until it's done, because I am bound and determined not to have this one be a forever whip, and we are gonna get it done. And the whole idea is that I want to do it with you. So we are going to be working on this in multiple parts until it is completely finished. It's been a while since we've done a color along from start to finish, but we are this time. I'm gonna move that. Go. Also, I was kind of blown away because I've been posting videos. I think I mentioned this yesterday. I've been posting the same videos that I post on Instagram. I've been posting on TikTok, and the one with the pan pastels kind of went nuts. Last time I checked yesterday, it was like 240,000 some odd things. I don't know what it's at today. I haven't checked it yet today. But I was just like, okay, apparently that's what TikTok likes. All right, so we're almost done with this, and then we'll go ahead and get it wet. We're gonna break out those little clips that I picked up at the store so that the page doesn't get too warped. Hopefully hold it down. We've got our heat gun here, so we'll make sure that we dry it. But this one's pretty simple. We're literally just doing one color, pressing kind of hard. We want a lot of pigment on this page, and there's that small section. So let's go ahead and start with that. Let's get these clips on here. Okay, these are just little butterfly clips to help keep the page from warping. We'll use the small one over here. So let's flatten this out just a little bit. What is everybody working on today? Or are you working on anything? Or are you just, you know, hanging out? Okay. I think that's okay for now. We might put another one here. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. I don't know that I want to do the super large one. This is a round 6 Van Gogh brush. So we're just gonna start with that. I haven't used it much. All right, so we are just gonna start activating this. Careful not to get over the line. Won't be the end of the world, but I wanna keep this really dark in the section that I want it in. Okay. Page 71 in Alien Worlds. Nice. Laundry for taking child to preschool. Ooh, absolutely, Emily. Summer scenes from Teresa Goodridge, taking a Kerby break. Yeah, I don't blame you. Having my first cup of coffee, Callie, I'm right there with you. I snagged my coffee right before stream started. I don't know what today's gonna end up being, but the fact that Steve is currently picking up little Emily from school, I think it's gonna be an interesting day today. You see just how dark that is and how much pigment there is. There we go. I know I'm getting a little bit behind it. So these places where if we end up having any lines, we'll bring some more black in here and kind of smooth it out. But me and my shaky hands are trying to stay inside the buildings. That was a little bit. Let's do it this way. I'll look up in chat here in just a second. I see it moving out of the corner of my eye. There we go. All right, let's see. Flowerscape in Paradise. Nice, Linda. Walking to work. Nice. School later on. Busy day for everyone. Paige and Jade Summers patterns. You started with the kids using a limited color Crayola palette. Nice. At work, working on cleaning up. I'm grabbing for my coffee that's not even there. Working on cleaning up code and researching integration compatibility. I'd rather be home snuggling my pup that had surgery. Oh, puppy. Hopefully he or she heals quickly. All right, so now, how's the weather out there, Alex? Are you guys still pretty chilly? Okay, so we're gonna continue this. Yesterday, the people that were at the review stream, they got a little sneaky preview of next month's free coloring download. At the end of stream today, do you guys want, for those that weren't able to be there yesterday, do you want to get another preview of what that is? I was going to work on it some more last night, but I never got around to it. I'm actually pretty proud of this one. There's plenty of mermaid pictures that are going to be going around, so the theme for next month is more of like a Mother's Day kind of vibe to it. Yes, please? Okay, sweet. So that's the other thing. Mermaid is coming up. That's actually going to be starting this weekend. So starting next week, we're going to do a couple streams dedicated to some of the images that I have for Mermaid. And there's going to be some giveaways. I have some special mermaid stickers, so something to keep an eye out for, which means we'll be taking a short break from this page, depending on how far we get. Because actually, it starts on the 28th, which I think is Friday, so we may end up starting Mermaid on Friday. I will let you all know. But if you want to see a video of all of the pages that are going to be involved, I shared the link to it in the community tab. Beautiful yesterday and today. I bet this is like perfect time. Nice, Danielle. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and fill in. Let's see, do I have a gray? No, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna grab the Payne's gray and we're gonna go lighter, because obviously this is still going to be dark. We've got some yellow on here, but I mean, I'm having this be see-through, and the fact that there's a black sky behind, this definitely needs to be some gray. So we'll have this kind of yellow undertone to it with the gray, and then when we choose our final color for the rings, then that will sit on top of it. And it'll be kind of a wash. It's not gonna be a super vibrant color. Okay, so this is the museums. This is just the Payne's gray. Just making it, yeah, we can probably go a little bit darker. I don't want to make it so dark that I can't have the top color show through. There we go. Let's see, I have metal clips. Those you're using seem to be plastic? No, they're just brightly colored. But yes, they are metal. They are metal. Which is why I thought about leaving them on here, but I didn't want them to indent the page. But yes, these ones are metal. Honestly, I was like at the grocery store and I suddenly remembered, oh right, I need some butterfly clips, and I just got whatever they had there. So we got lots of colors for our butterfly clips. But yeah, these ones are metal. Just many colors. Plastic would probably be more friendly to the page, but I had one choice. Snowing in the mountains. Oh man. Yeah, I believe it. That area up there gets a lot of snowboarders and skiers and stuff around this time of year. Well, I mean previously, but it's a popular location for all of that. Okay, perfect. I didn't want it too dark. Let's see. Does Arteza still have their products on Amazon? I believe so. I believe so. My coupon code won't work for them on Amazon though. Of course, I guess it's more applicable if you're purchasing, like, I don't know, depends on what you want your shipping to be. But yeah, I think so. Not all of the products, like the combo of these pencils and the book is only available on their website. Yeah, what Candy said, it's always just best to just double check. You can always type in their stuff, but they do have some stuff on there. Tearing pages out of a book? What book are you destroying? Let's see, I'm gonna grab a little sharpener real quick. Just a little sharpener. I don't want to use the big one for it. Have a good day at work, Alex. Oh, my head was in frame. My bad. It's harder when it's zoomed out. Like I get concentrated and I'm just, you know, got my head in there. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do the smaller paintbrush now. This is just, I need to review those other watercolor brushes so I can use these on stream because like there's a ton of them. I also briefly showed, these was the other things that Arteza sent, which I'm gonna review, but I can't open the package until I get the video done. But yeah, it's a bunch of really nice watercolor pencils. And considering we're doing watercolor, I should probably do that. Okay, so let's go ahead, get this. That needs more water. There we go. We're gonna need to get the heat gun. That was a lot of water I just put on there. It's interesting though, it tells you just how light this can get after you start adding water, considering I was pressing pretty hard, but it's not jet black. You can see it's actually pretty light and kind of streaky, so we're gonna try and fix that. But let's get our heat gun real quick. Try don't accidentally unplug it. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and get that dry. This one actually was pretty nice and black. That's what we want to get this to. So we're gonna add some more. We're gonna go over the top of that again. It actually didn't end up too bad. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's see. I feel like this needs a little bit more darkness to it. We're gonna go ahead and use the Albrecht Dürer black, and we are gonna add some more to it because I see how much red I let in on that one. And I want it to be fairly consistent. We're gonna be putting stars in the background too. We'll probably do the stars before we do the pastel. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and add some more black here. It's a nice thing when you're just making a solid flat color is you really can just go as fast as you want and just fill in the space. As long as you're staying in your designated area, works. Okay. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anyone. All right, so let's go ahead and get our slightly larger number 6. Okay, let's do the rings again real quick. See, this is all going pretty quick, actually. We're gonna make a lot of progress today. I'm determined. Paper's gonna be pretty wet. We'll dry that here in a minute. There we go. I went over on that one. It's okay. We'll make it work. Okay. Just going kind of quick. I'll look up in chat here in just a second. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and dry that real quick. If I color with watercolor, I totally flubbed that sentence. Let me try that again. If I color with watercolor pencils like you're doing on the page, after I applied the water, I can see all the lines, but yours don't look like that. Do you think it is the quality of my pencils? Very possibly, yes. So a nice high quality pencil, like the paint basically just melts. So it has a lot to do with how many fillers are in your pencil versus how much pigment is going down. So the higher quality pencils tend to put down more pigment and less filler. So that can have something to do with it. But if you're getting streakiness, I would just say do a few layers as long as your paper's holding out. Okay. It's not gonna take us as long, so let's go ahead and do the black on the other side already as well. Which watercolor pencils are you using, Cece? I mean, because I've used the Staedtler like Aquarelle, and those are definitely like a budget watercolor pencil, and I definitely would get a little streakiness with that. Okay, I think that's pretty good. There you go. It's like I read your mind. All right, let's go ahead and switch on over to here. We're not going to be able to click this corner because I need to be able to have it free to add the black on it. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely worth the investment, absolutely. And just get a smaller set. This one at the Albrecht Dürer, I have the 24 set. Renee gifted me it's a 20 set of the museum. So you don't have to have a full set. That's the nice thing about paint, is that you can really blend and make your own colors. Okay, so now we're gonna fill in with the black here. Okay. Like I said, I'm pressing kind of hard like I did at the beginning over there because I want to get this nice and dark. And we're gonna go around that one. I haven't decided the colors on these two moons yet, but we're not gonna do the moons today. After we're done with adding this black background, we're gonna let the black background sit for a little bit. We're actually gonna go down and work on the planet in the foreground. And here's the thing, is that that's going to have probably a little bit higher contrast because it is closest to the viewer of, you know, who's looking at this. Generally, the foreground tends to be more detailed and higher contrast than a background does because it is closer to the viewer. Okay, so just adding in this color here. And just like the one over there, we'll probably have to, oh no, hang on. Ooh, actually, I'll use this. There's a little bit too much black on that planet. Whew, all right, salvaged it. Okay. Just filling in the space, a nice flat color. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. That just looks beautimous, doesn't it? Yeah, small set. Yeah, small set of the Albert Dürer would be good. Okay, let's get that corner done first. And you see just how dark that comes up and it's all kind of smoothed out and together. And again, we'll do a quick second layer to smooth out any of the hard lines that we get. So one of the reasons that I don't like to use Inktense too much is because I have a hard time getting past like those lines. You can't really reactivate it. I mean, it's not watercolor, it's an ink. And so like once it dries, that's it, you're done. So you gotta move quickly to make sure that you're not getting any streakiness. I might turn this over upside down when we get closer to the planet so I can get, you know, a little bit more precise line across it because I really don't want to flub this black. Got a little bit of black on the back page, it's okay. Okay, yeah, we're gonna turn this over real quick. Whenever you're working with something like this quick, it's important to keep your wrist and hands and everything comfortable. That was too much water. There we go, but you see just how quickly that soaks into the paper despite too much water. Okay. Go. When I turn it back over, we'll get along the edge of that moon on that side. Yeah, we definitely need to do a second layer of color on this one because it's just way too streaky. There we go. All right, let's do a quick dry on this. I'm gonna help hold it down here. And once we get in the wisps and the stars and everything, if it's still a little bit streaky, it will kind of cover it up anyway. Oh, almost dry. I swear this will look nice when it's done. This is just the ugly teenager stage. Okay, now let's go in with our pencil one more time. Good morning, Della, how are you? We are almost done with the background and then we're gonna move on to the planet in the forward. Well, almost done with this step of the background. We have more to do for the back. Ooh, that was still a little bit wet, I gotta be careful. If it's still wet and you're running your pencil over it, you could easily rip your paper. So just be aware where your damp spots are. Okay. Oh, I say that and then I rip the paper. I gotta be gentle. Are they really? $30 for 24 for the Albert Durr? Ooh, that's nice. Well, there you have it. Going nice and fast here. That's a great deal. Sorry, I'm in concentrate mode. I'll look up a chat here in just a second. There you go. See, that second layer kind of smooths it out, as long as you don't rip the paper like I did. I was getting a little too overzealous. Definitely need to dry that all the way before we do anything else. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and dry it. When you're really saturating your pages like this, having a heat gun is just beyond handy. Like, it's just, it allows your page to kind of like, not, you know, you're kind of toughening it up in between layers. It's not quite as weak because, you know, the fibers aren't wet. Hang on one second, chat. Okay, sorry, was talking to Steve about little Emily. He had to go pick her up from school. She's just not feeling good. So she is home now, relaxing. So he was filling me in. Okay, that's dry enough for now. So here's what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take these clips, and in the part of the pages that are kind of curling the most, I'm going to clip them down so that as the paper cools, because the paper's pretty warm right now, it relaxes a little bit. And try not to touch that area that I ripped, which is right there. Okay, so we're gonna let that kind of clamp down. And yeah, really hot, really hot. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's got a lower setting and a hotter setting, but it's not like a blow dryer. Like, if I turned this on high and kept it at my hand, it would burn within 30 seconds. Like, it's hot. That's why I keep it moving, and I keep, as long as I'm not in direct line of the heat from the heat gun, I'm okay. Like, my hand is still warm. Like, I can feel when it goes, ooh, that's a little hot. But no, it's hot enough to, let me put it this way. I was using Posca markers on a craft for little Emily, and I got it too close to the Posca marker, and it was on wood, so it wasn't on paper. But it was so hot that the paint from the Posca marker started bubbling up. Like, it was melting, not the plastics, but just like, yeah, it was not good for the paint. Thanks, Gia. Okay, so now I'm gonna shift my water a little bit because I need to move my book up so you guys can see what I'm doing, because we are going to be working on this lower part of the planet. Now, like I said, it is the closest part of the planet to the viewer, which means it's gonna be a little bit higher contrast. So let's go ahead and shift this up. Now, this planet has been decimated and is about to run into this red giant that we added. So you have a couple heat guns and irons for radio control, airplane coverings. Wonder if that would help on. They also control, oh, knobs, wondering. Yeah, I mean, because the difference why I like the, perfect, thank you. Oh, for the 24 pack, perfect. The difference between this and a blow dryer is A, it's hotter, and B, when you blow a blow dryer, there's less, the blow dryer has a lot more air coming out, and would, like, if you blew it towards, you know, water, it would splatter everywhere. Not that I'm pointing this right at the water, but I wonder if we can actually, we're gonna see if this is a disaster here, okay? So this is the cup of water, this is the heat gun, okay? Do you see that? How it's just kind of rippling it? It's not actually splashing it anywhere. If I was doing this with a blow dryer, it would have, so it doesn't blow it out nearly as strong. So it's also nice because it doesn't scatter my loose papers all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna have to zoom out just a little bit so that you guys can get that whole thing in frame. Also, I hadn't tested that before. That could have been a complete disaster. I was pretty sure that was going to be the result I wanted, but still. Okay, so Kerby, he doesn't do grayscale, but he adds lines where the darkest part of his stuff is. Save money for a heat gun. Yeah, it's super I pull it out every time I do watercolors. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's switch to the noir, the ivory black. Because again, it's a decimated planet. We're gonna bring in some browns with this one. So let's go ahead, since we're using the museum, let's grab the brown that comes with that museum set. Connie, hello. I've seriously considered it, Gia. I've seriously considered it, but I don't want to like get stuff in my coffee, but it's okay. We got an insulated cup. It's not a disposable cup. I have 2 of these Copco cups and they're wonderful because y'all know I have my shaky hands. And so I need sippy cups for my hot beverages. I mean, I don't have to have them, but I feel like I can enjoy my beverage so much more if I'm not, you know, constantly concerned about it spilling. Hot beverages mostly. I don't worry too much about cold beverages. Okay, so let's just start on the left and work our way to the right. And we're going to start with some of the darkest areas that we have here. Now, of course, we're getting some of this glow on here, so we'll be adding red onto these peaks as well. I mean, you have to think about it. With how large these buildings are, these peaks have to be practically mountainous, you know? Like, I don't know, maybe they would consider them hills. I'm not sure. But kind of like we did here, we are going to start with adding the ivory black to our darkest valleys of this. And I mean, this page, I know we're on stream 3 of it, but it is a double page spread in a Kerby book, so it's bound to take us a little while. We're definitely not getting it done in one sitting. So I appreciate y'all sticking with me, and if you're following along when we're all done, be sure to tag me because I would love to see how yours turned out. This is one of those ones that I really want to hurry, but I know I need to just take my time on it, do all the things. So we're just using that ivory black to fill in the darkest spaces. Okay, even where I have some of that glow. Where that yellow is, it's almost acting as an undertone. And then we'll do the red on top. How are you, Connie? Oh yeah, what are you cooking for dinner? Your page looked gorgeous yesterday, Connie. Okay. After we use the black, we're gonna go and add, not over the black, but we're gonna go next to it. We're gonna add that brown. Meatballs, red cabbage, and mashed potatoes. That sounds amazing. Can I come to your house? Thank you, Kara. Get some hypes in chat for Kara. Oh, that's you get caps hype. I didn't realize my caps lock was on. And some of those hype emotes. Thank you so much, Kara. I appreciate you. Make sure everything was going right. There's the super chat notification. All right, so we're still gonna use that black. Let's see, we're gonna have some shadows here. There's gonna be more shadows along the back side. It's gonna be darker. So I'm actually not gonna quite follow what we have going on here. I am going to continue the black. I'm not quite following his shadows because we've sort of created our own light paths. So this back here, even though some of these are pipes, this is gonna be pretty dark. This is gonna be much darker. Ooh. No, we're probably gonna use black on these buildings as well for where the shadows are. I won't do too much though. I might not get it wet. No, I'm not gonna do the building. I focus on the ground. One task at a time, Emily. Focus, focus. PSA, a Ranger heat gun will take away the cramping back chill while person gets sitting at the craft desk. I've been known to 2 inches behind your chair. That's hilarious. Hi, Maylin. Yeah, museums and aquarels. Yep. So when I do these buildings, they're gonna get a much more dramatic shadow behind them because we've got all of this red light coming from this direction. And so this area on the back is gonna be much more shadowed. So let's see, let's go ahead. This is going to be, I'm realizing I need to edit some of these too. This is gonna have more shadow. So if you've got a large peak, so the planet is blocking a lot of the red sun, and because it's coming from that, we're actually gonna make this a little bit darker as well. So it's just gonna have those really strong shadows. This little section over here is going to be darker than this over here as well because it's got the planet blocking it. Okay, so let's get some more here. Definitely some there. And it doesn't have to be too precise right now because you're going to bring in that precision when you start using the brush. So you're really just kind of going fast and loose with it. Let's see. Okay, we got our shadow there. There's going to be some shadow coming off there. I think these little right here are part of the building. So I'm going to go around just a little bit. Okay. There we go. All right, we're going to do some here. All right. Here we go. We're gonna do a little bit of here, a little bit in the valley. We're almost done with this black. Let's see, and the same thing's gonna happen here where we're gonna have some more dramatic shadows, but this is all built. Ooh, should that have been black? I feel like that should have been black. I think that's part of the sky right there. So we're gonna fill that in. And then this area here, I believe this is rock, so that's gonna get some black. That's gonna get black. Let's see. Gonna have a little bit more black along here. I mean, I imagine that this planet is very close to this red giant. I mean, my whole idea is that it's going, you know, apocalyptic. And this little guy, this is the last little guy to get away from the disaster. Oh, thank you, Kenny. Yes, Renee gifted me the 20 of the Marine set for my birthday. It was amazing. I was so excited. Okay, so now we're going to use the raw umber from the museums, and we are going to start to work towards the brighter colors here. Because again, this is going to be more defined. This is going to be darker than something like this because this is in our foreground. Okay. We may add a little bit of green as well. Oh, nice, Gia. How do you like the new colors? I have a couple color charts I need to make, one specifically for that as well. If I have some time today, I might try and do that. I don't know, Wednesdays are always so chaotically busy. But hey, no injuries today, so I'm doing good. My finger's still a little numb, but it's getting better, slowly. Okay, so we're just building up some more of that color. I don't know, like I have a hard time doing anything other than like watercolors and Kerby's. Like I struggle to just color this just with pencil. Shannon. Wait, yes I do. Yes I do what? I don't remember what I said. Oh, cool. They come in the pencil roll. Nice. Okay, we're almost done with this brown. Yes. Oh, yes, I have charts to make. Yes, I do. Absolutely. It's been there in the back of my head. Okay. Let's see, does that ring? No, I think that wraps around. Okay, let's go ahead and grab in another color here. We'll probably bring in a little bit of green, but not much. I think what we're actually gonna do is let's grab... Oh, Suzanne, hi Suzanne, how are you? Oh, Suzanne, you might like this. I got this from the French Amazon because there were rumors that this was the that the French Amazon had this version of the 10th anniversary edition out already. Although it's gorgeous and literally the most beautiful hardback version of one of Johanna's books I've ever owned, it is not, in fact, the 10th anniversary special edition because it doesn't have any new pictures. The book by itself, though, freaking gorgeous. Like, for someone who likes to collect Johanna's books, like it's perfect for the collection. However, like I said, it does not have the new ones, so it is like a separate anniversary edition without the edition, you know, without the extra pages. But it's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. Okay, so I am using Burnt Ochre 187 of the Aberdeurs. Okay, and we're gonna get some of this, because I imagine that on this planet, you know, there's probably more dirt. So, right, I know, I was so hoping, I didn't say anything, like, and because it's the French edition, I sincerely debated about telling Barbara about it because she usually, you know, she has better access to the French editions. But I was like, but if it's not the 10th anniversary, I don't want to get her all excited and then have her order one and have it not be that. So I wanted to get it myself first, then confirm. And I'm glad I did because it is in fact not the one with the additional pages. So I do have two coming of the anniversary edition with the additional pages, but let's be honest, I can't just have one of her books. I mean, really. Sounds good. Yeah, that particular one is. It's Secret Garden, and that one was from the French Amazon. And I have the link for that in the description below. It'll take you to the French Amazon page because that is where I got mine. I went to find the French version on US Amazon, but I was looking at some of the reviews and people were saying that theirs was like printed upside down and backwards. So I have a sneaking suspicion that the one we get on our Amazon is not the same one that we get from the actual French Amazon. And since that was the one, that was where the people that had told me about it had ordered theirs, I went ahead and ordered it from there. The price was pretty comparable after shipping anyway, but I wanted to make sure that I checked the right one. Tanya! Hi, Tanya! So anyway, long story short, if somebody says that, hey, the French edition is actually the released, and like, yes, it's a anniversary edition, but it's not the one that we're all waiting for that has the extra pages. So I'm gonna clarify that on my Facebook pages, but I had to wait for it to arrive. I wanted to give you guys, you know, accurate representation, and what better way to do that than to put the book in my hands myself. But I did have it confirmed from Johanna that the anniversary editions will have two new illustrations in the back that are a pull-out kind. They're two illustrations, but they're double pages. So kind of how I imagine I didn't ask her specifically this part, but I imagine that similar to how the Enchanted Forest has the fold-out page in the back, I assume it's like that. So I'm curious to see what the new pages are. Obviously, a double page spread of Johanna, that's awesome. Although honestly, this is my first double page spread that I've done in a while. I mean, double page spreads take a while. And even like, not on stream either. Like, I don't usually do double pages on stream because they take so long. Give me the fear, as they should. They are terrifying. Honestly, probably the double page ones that I am most proud of. I actually did the dragon in the back of Enchanted Forest twice. One was like really early on and I just kind of did whatever. I think I did red and green for the colors. And then the second one I did was black and white and I did like this kind of smoke effect. It was really cool. Okay, so as you can see, this area over here has less glow on it, but we're using this nice brown because it's, you know, more like soil. And then we've got all of this yellow here. So here's what I want to do now. We're gonna go ahead and grab the yellow that we used before. This is the dark chrome yellow. Let's give it a quick sharpen. We're gonna use this over the rest of the white space on these, and then we'll add our red for our glow. Yeah, I did it twice. I know, I'm completely insane, but I did it like early on, and I've actually got both of them, I think, on my Instagram down, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, but I don't remember my reasoning for doing the second one, but yeah, I've done it twice. I have been tempted to revisit it now that I've changed, but yeah, Well, like now that I've changed the way that I color and everything that I did then. All right, dark chrome yellow. I'm just not sure that I am ready to tackle that. I feel like that would be a feat in and of itself. I maybe should like finish the other 50 whips that I have before I tackle something that massive. We're gonna start with this double page spread and then, you know, see where we go. All right, so we're just using that dark chrome yellow. Again, we're just really kind of fast and loose with all of this because like the way he draws his images, it's not like a open and closed shape like Johanna does. Like it's, you know, it's different. All right, we're gonna turn this a little bit. And I know it looks like I'm just adding all of that extra light here, but when I change that top part to be red, it's gonna be different. But I think before we add the red, we're gonna go ahead and use some water on this ground, and then we'll add the red after we've already mixed the blacks and the browns. I really should. I should do like a, hey, we're gonna work on a work in progress this stream, you know? Like I know Corey has her Whip Wednesdays where she does a recording, but it's really not a bad idea. The only thing is that when I stream, it takes me even longer to finish a page because I'm distracted. I don't know. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we are going to work on getting all of this wet. I guess we can zoom in for this portion when we're on this side of the page. So I'm gonna I have this scrap towel next to me. I'm gonna keep this on hand because here's the thing. We have very, very dark colors and very, very light colors, and I need to be careful how much dark I'm dragging into the light. So let's just start with this little corner here. And see, I've already kind of spread some of that on there, but it's okay. We'll make it work. So now we're just going to work quickly here. And this is just going to change everything. So these areas where maybe it's a little bit like, you know, I've got this hard edge right here. When we do our second layer, we can kind of smooth that out by adding more of the color directly on top, treating it like a paint palette. But once that water soaks into the paper, it's not going to move around a ton. Making sure I wasn't missing anything. But yeah, as much as I was like disappointed that that wasn't the actual anniversary edition, I'm also not, because the book by itself, like no anniversary edition taken into account, the book by itself is just like gorgeous and amazing, and I was just like totally worth it. Because I think with shipping, I ended up paying like around $30 or so, which really isn't bad for international shipping. Okay, getting some more of those middle browns here. You can always get in the crevices of the page a lot easier when you're using a brush. Barbara, I was just showing Suzanne, and I mentioned that I was going to tell you about it, but I didn't want to lead you astray. So I'm sure you recognize some of the words on here. This is, I had posted about the 10th anniversary edition of Secret Garden. But everybody that was saying that they got the French edition and it was already out. Oh, thank you, Barbara. But it was already out. And they're like, there's no extra pages behind it. And so I went ahead and ordered it from Amazon France. First of all, by itself, gorgeous book, wonderful hardback. It does not have any of the new pages. Now, I had it confirmed from Johanna. There are going to be new pages in the anniversary edition. So if anybody asks, that one is not the anniversary edition we're waiting on, but it's still gorgeous. Yeah, no extra. Oh, do you have it already? Because the hardback is just amazing. Amazing, amazing. Like, I'm not even mad that it does. I mean, of course, I wanted it to have the extra illustrations, but the book by itself is just amazing. But I was just like, I feel like I need to tell Barbara about this, but I don't want to tell her until I know whether or not it's got the extra pages. And it arrived the other day, so I was just like, okay, I can relax a little bit. It doesn't have the pages. It's not what we've been waiting on. But yeah, so it's beautiful, and now I'm just that much more excited about it coming. I've hesitated to already know there's no extra pages in it. Well, if you want it from a collector's standpoint, the fact that it is legitimate hardback is just, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, and I love it. If I ever end up getting to meet up with Johanna again, I'll probably bring it with me for her to sign it. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. It is a, like, I don't recall off the top of my head, but I think I assumed that it was a paperback. But I mean, it might be. The cost wasn't like astronomically different than the regular Secret Garden books. But like I said, ordering it to the US, the cost ended up being about $30, which is usually, you know, for those of us that live in the US, that's usually about almost double of what it usually is. I almost dipped this in my water bottle. Oh, cute. Well, you're in contact with the... Well, no, because that was it a different publisher? The French publishers that you're in contact with, are they the ones who published that anniversary edition? Because if it's different, that could be why it doesn't have the additional images. Because I want to say it's Penguin that is publishing the new one. And so Johanna actually didn't have much hand in the anniversary edition that's printing because it's not her current publisher. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to touch up some brown places on this. Thanks, Ambient. Yeah, we're definitely using like a lot of like reds and browns. Like I really want to bring in some blues on this, and I am having to fight my urge to just, I think we might do some blues on the ring, but yeah. I am just, yeah. My instinct is like, where can I put some blue? But nope, we're doing browns. We're doing reds, we're doing black. Like, who even am I? Should I blink twice if I'm being held against my will? There we go. Oh, I'm out of frame. I'm so sorry. See, I'm getting to this point where I'm going across the page, so I need to be in an area so that you guys can see. Okay, we're all better now. Let's actually take a brief moment here and let's do a little bit of drying. I know, it looks so beautiful, Barbara. It was looking so good. I was watching all this morning, but I was just lurking because my computer decided it needed a graphics card update this morning and nothing was loading, and I was just like, it's been a bit, there's no short of chaos in my life. There just really isn't. Okay, is that pretty dry? It feels pretty dry. Thanks, Cece. Oh, at 9 p.m. so they're really working overtime? Well, but was it 9 p.m. your time or 9 p.m. their time? Okay. All right, that's good enough. Let's finish adding water to this other side over here. And I am gonna, I'm not actually using this palette at the moment. We will in a little bit. But I just need a bigger disc, that's all. Okay, we're gonna shift this over here. There we go. Oh, that's right, they did. Ugh. It's so sad. I feel like Amazon could have tightened their belts elsewhere instead of getting rid of Book Depository. Like, it's hard. Like, it's sad for us, obviously, because we're like, oh no, like, we love this international books resource. But the fact of the matter is, those that are not in the US, that was a big part of their resource for getting books just in general, not just books from other countries, but like, you know, like we like the UK edition and the French edition and all of that, but just books in general. So, but there are a few alternative options, which are good. But I was just like, well, why? I'm getting a little bit on the buildings, but I think when we go over them, it's not really going to matter in the long run. Okay. We're almost done with this first layer of water. Then we're going to add our red, and we're going to start adding a bit more brown. Thanks, Dawn. Yay, Barbara! So how long after they clear customs do they usually arrive? I'll be curious to hear what everybody thinks about it. Okay, got a little bit in here. That's just straight up black because that was sky that I missed. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'll look up a chat here in just a second. I'm in concentrate mode. There we go. A little bit right here. There we go. It's been in custom for 3 weeks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a long time. Okay, let's go ahead and dry this, and then we're gonna start adding our red details and more of our browns, and we're gonna even this all out. 24 hours from UK to Belgium, then 3 weeks at customs. Oh my gosh. Do you have to pay any like special custom fees? I know that when I have people that order stickers from the UK, there's like a VAT number and like an extra fee that they have to pay. I don't know if that's the case. If that's the case with you. You can have Barbara go pick them up for you, Shannon. Just hop on down the street. It's cool. I forgot to get this black part here. Just airdrop them to you. It's cool. A little drone. Drones can travel overseas, right? Okay, so that is it for that first layer. Now, before we do anything else, we're gonna go in with the red for our peaks. So let's do, we're actually gonna go ahead and grab the aquarels again. And we got our little palette here, so we're gonna get, I don't think I've ever been to Belgium. I had a layover in Germany once. Let's see. I think that's because it's the only time that I was overseas. Okay, so now we're gonna start bringing in some of this red, okay? And I don't want it super bright directly from the pencil, so I'm just using the palette. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. There we go. Okay, and let's start with this one. I want it to be a subtle red, but I also want it to stand out over that yellow. Now, it's not going to be as dark as it is when I first place it because it's going to need to dry. But there's definitely going to be some red involved here. Because, I mean, there's literally a red giant about to, like, crash into it. Too much rain. See, I grew up on the coast, so I love the rain. Except when, you know, we're in the south like this, and they're like, oh, by the way, there's, you know, gonna be another tornado. It's like, oh, okay. That's fun. Well, and we're starting to head into tornado season, so I'm sure this won't be the last of the crazy weather. I keep postponing planting the garden because like now it was like down in the 50s the last couple of days. Like it was actually cold. I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we're just bringing in this red. Let's see, let's get a little bit there. Exactly, lots of rain. Hi, B, how are you? B, I just made the connection yesterday about you and Color It In because I saw the post you made about the review you were doing. I'm like, wait a minute, she has a YouTube channel? I had no idea. I'm a quiet follower, but I'm usually keeping up on all the coloring news. I was like, huh, I did not know that. So guys, B has a YouTube channel. You should check her out. No, absolutely, absolutely. I got you on that one. But yeah, B is like, as much as I rely on Shannon for like who's streaming, B is all up on like who the illustrators are, what's coming out. Like she even finds like new people, and we're like, oh, okay. Oh no, Minty! I don't know. I never made the connection. Shannon, I barely know where my own feet are, okay? Like, there's a reason I come to you for like a million questions. I followed the color it in, but I guess I just never noticed. And then she made a post yesterday. I was like, hold up. I recognize that name. I mean, honestly, like, I'm lucky if I haven't, you know, run into something or injured myself. Like, I'm keeping up with everything is impossible. That's why I have you, Shannon. Thank you, Kitty. But yeah, I was just like, huh, all right, I recognize the name now. I mean, B's our very own Facebook celebrity. Like, if you're a colorist, you should be following B. Okay, let's see. I want to do a little bit brighter. I want to do like bright red. I think I want to do a little bit of darker red. A little bit of darker red, but more like magenta, I think. Yeah, let's try this. And actually, let's just color with the magenta directly on the page. Well, no, you're not on Facebook. Sorry, you should follow. You should follow Color It In on Facebook, which is basically a coloring news group. Well, not group, coloring news page, because it's not like a Facebook group like our coloring groups. But it is, she posts about events going on and illustrators. So if you like PDFs, make sure you're following Color It In on Facebook because, yeah, it's fantastic. Melissa, hello. Yeah, to clarify. My brain is a little bit of chaos. I'm usually all over the place. Ah, there you go. Okay. So let's go ahead and do magenta. Yeah, I made a different Facebook page just for managing like the Facebook group and my Facebook page, mostly because I kept getting messages on my personal Facebook and I was just like, this is not the right place for this. I need to shift things around. Color It In. So it's in, but with two N's, like an in, like a hotel. It's like that. Color It In. So, but it is OU. It's the British spelling. OU. And it's all one word. It's all one word. Color It In. I don't know. One of the mods, do you want to pop a link to the Color It In Facebook page? Okay, so we're using this magenta. This is the Albert Durr. Because I want to have something that sets it apart from the red giant in the background. That it's still red, but... Yeah. Okay. Still red, but dark enough that it sets it apart. Perfect. Thank you, Melissa. That's it right there. So if you want to know all things coloring news, check that out. And we're slowly chipping away at this page. We're getting more and more. I obviously still have like this to finish and everything, but that was something I was supposed to do off stream and I didn't because it's me. Well, look. Okay. Okay. All right, then let's go ahead and add a little bit of, what is this one? This one is Pale Geranium Lake. Okay, we're gonna add some of that here. Again, I mean, everything should be practically red. Let's see, time to head outside, start digging. Planting for the rain comes tomorrow. Sounds good, Yana. Have a good gardening time. I think that's what we'll try to do this weekend as long as the weather cooperates. Meant to do it this past weekend, but we ran out of time. Okay. Almost done with this red, and then we're gonna go ahead and get it wet. I should have some darkness right there. A little bit of a shadow. Okay. All right, and then we'll get to adding more red here on the buildings when we start doing the buildings. But the whole idea is to kind of show where this red giant is at. I hate working in the crease. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get that wet. We're gonna use the smaller one here. This is the number 3 round. Again, I have such a smattering of brands of paintbrushes. There's no point in asking me, well, what brush are you using? I'm using whatever brush I still have that I haven't ruined. That's what I'm using. The only thing I really look for when I do brushes is it's a pet peeve of mine when the bristles come out on it. But I do have some Arteza watercolor paintbrushes that I want to, that I'm planning on doing a review video for. So I should probably do that before we get too far along this page so I can use some legitimate watercolor brushes on this page. No, I don't want to tear it apart. I mean, I know I do a lot of times, but this far in, are you kidding me? We've come this far, I can leave it in. What book did you say you were tearing apart? I know you said it earlier, but I can't remember what you said. Okay. Shannon, you did? I don't know if anybody heard that gasp I just made, but that book is so beautiful. I suppose it's no more different when people cringe when I take apart a Hannah Carlson hardback. Oh, that was a lot of water. That was my bad. I'm gonna have to dry that. Right? I know Connie's dinner like sounds amazing. It's making me hungry. It did? I didn't have any of that on mine. I think I've got it over here, don't I? Oh yeah, here it is. Gonna drop stuff, I'm gonna drop stuff. No, okay, we're good. You said it came off? You're fine. Mine is like thoroughly glued. I'm sorry. Oh, to be fair, I had a World of Flowers book that fell apart. Ah, thanks, B. Yeah, mine's fine. Are you beating up your books? Mine was not. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh wait, I just got red on that. Oh well, guess we'll have some more red. Yeah, no, mine was okay. Well, see, and up front, like up close, this page kind of looks like a hot mess, but it's when you zoom out and you see, oh, okay, it's got quite a bit more to it that it's like kind of comes together literally as a big picture. Just opened the thing to look at it and it was off the cover. Oh no! Okay, well that makes sense why you're taking yours apart. Okay, so we're gonna dry this and then I wanna get a little bit of orange on this and we're gonna then add some of the brown. So let's go ahead and dry that. And we're gonna pull out the cornelian and then the raw umber. Ooh, nice. On the way to dinner. I gotta think about lunch. Audrey, hello. Nipping in for a wee minute or two whilst waiting for food to finish cooking. Who got a lovely package from Cold Pen? Your ink tents came in. Yay! That's awesome. Everybody's starting to get their ink tents. I mean, I didn't get any because I'm fine with the ones that I have because I don't use them all that often, but I'm excited for everyone else. Okay, let's go ahead and do it directly from the pencil rather than coloring because the pages are still just a bit damp. That's exciting. Oh, I just splattered some water on there. Oh well, that's really wet. There we go. Yeah, I think this orange is gonna work out really nice for this. And I'm not diluting it at all on the palette because I want it to be pretty vibrant. We're gonna be adding some regular brown on top of this because all of this red and orange. Like it'll show through, but it'll be a partial kind of undertone because we're going to cover some of it. Oh, awesome. Treat yourself. Okay. I know it looks really bright right now, but it'll dull down once it dries. Right, they really are. Thank you. I was thinking about that though. I saw how dark your sky was with the Inktense, and I'm doing a solid black background, and then we're gonna do some pastels and stars on it. But I seriously debated about breaking out the Inktense black for it because I saw how dark yours was, and I was like, ooh, that might be what I'm looking for. But I'm trying to stay consistent. Gonna stick with the watercolors. But yeah, once it dries, it won't be as bright. Oh no, I got orange there. Perhaps I shouldn't hold it over the page. Yeah, meatballs, mashed potatoes, and red cabbage. I'm curious about the red cabbage though. I've never made red cabbage. Like how is it cooked? But my idea with this page, as far as like what's happening in the picture, although the back of the description says that people moving back in my head, when I looked at it, I saw like apocalypse now kind of thing. Like it's about to fly into this red giant. Now to clarify, it was actually Steve's idea. I added this red giant to the page. So if you're looking at your page and you're like, well, mine doesn't have that, and that's because I added it. Claire, hello, Claire. Yeah, it's very deep, but it's difficult not to have class. Yes, that's one of the reasons I don't like using it, because, you know, once you get those hard lines, it's hard to get rid of it. On the museums too, but I have Castle Arts, Arteza Watercolor, and Inktense, and I think, oh my God, I said a watercolors review. Oh, very cool. Begin with life fast, so I wanted to be consistent and stick with dirt for the background. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just like, well, let's stick with what we're using. But it's been a while since I finished, well, a double page spread, but since we've done a color along, like from start to finish, and I was just like, you know, if we're gonna do any of that, this seems like the one to do it on. And again, this is all still wet, which is why it is as bright as it is. We're gonna use the heat gun here in a minute, and you'll see that won't be quite as intense as it is right now. But with how close this red giant is, you can't not have some fiery colors going on here. All right, let's go ahead and dry this. Ooh, red cabbage coleslaw, that does sound good. Chuck mother-in-law makes the best red cabbage salad. Red cabbage, vinegar, caraway seeds. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, Claire just put out a family chart. Well, I say family, color family chart. I realized I had the thought in my head, but I didn't continue it. So this right there, that's pretty wet. So we're gonna dry these. So I said the heat gun is always super handy to have when you're doing any kind of watercolors. We're gonna go in with our brown next. How are we doing on time anyway? 11:30? Yeah, this is about what I figured, that we were gonna do the black portion and then of the sky, and then we're doing the land here. The pastels are probably going to be the very last thing we do when the page is all done, because I don't want to move them around. Oh, I love that, Barbara. Always had a heat gun when using wet medium. Never got her. Oh, you always wish I had a heat gun. Yeah, I cannot do watercolor in a book with a page like this without a heat gun, because I just get the pages too wet. Like right now, they're still pretty wet. I'm gonna clip this down here too, because this page is starting to curl. And I know I'm zoomed out pretty far, but honestly, I wouldn't be able to fit it all in since I'm kind of going back and forth. We can zoom in just a bit though. That's still a little wet, so I'm gonna avoid those areas, but we're gonna go ahead and go in with our brown now. So let's go ahead and do pencil to paper first. I think the rest of this is dried enough. If you're putting pencil back on your paper after already getting it wet, make sure that the section that you're coloring on is dry, because like I did over here, you can rip your paper, because this is not watercolor paper. This is, you know, coloring book paper, and if it's wet, it will rip. Ah, that's fair. Heat gun, is it something or is it different of a hair dryer? Yes, it's different than a hair dryer because number one, it's hotter than a hair dryer, but number two, it doesn't push out as much air. And I know that this will work because I did it earlier. So normally if you were to put a blow dryer on here, like the water would probably go everywhere, but the heat gun does not. Like it's moving the water, but it's not splashing it out. I'm realizing now I legitimately could heat up my tea with that. But it's much hotter, but not as strong air, so it gets things dried faster without blowing things all over the place. Okay, what was I using? I was using the brown. So yeah, I find it incredibly handy, but if you don't have a heat gun, I mean, a blow dryer will work. I just feel like it doesn't work quite as fast. But I mean, it's incredibly hot. If I were to keep my hand under it, it would burn me within 30 seconds. Like, it's that hot. Which is why I try to keep my hands out of the line of fire. Okay, so this side is going to be more shadowed and darker because it is hidden behind the moon planet thingy we got here. But the areas where it's got, you know, the sun, it's going to be more red. Thanks, an idea. I know. Okay, I'm just going to say that right now. If you take your heat gun and you heat up your tea, and it splashes everywhere and you burn yourself, it's not my fault. It was just an example. Okay, I'm gonna need to use watercolor on these corners. 100 tests today with my hubby to cover the microphone in order to mute the hair dryer today. Thanks, Ambien. I have filters on my mic, so although it does pick it up because it's right next to it, it's not too bad. I don't know. I assume it's not too bad. Most of the time when anybody's told me it's not too bad. How is it on your guys' end? Bye, Connie. Thanks for being here. Have fun at your dance class. Oh, wait, what did Bonnie say? I missed it. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I have yet to do the color family charts. If anybody ever asks for color family, I send them your direction. Mine are just, you know, here's a spot to add your colors so you know what you're grabbing. But I have about 3 or 4. I have a handful of charts that I need to get done. I just gotta find the right time to do them. So these areas that are gonna get a little bit shadow that's where I'm putting the brown. We already had black on here, so I'm not going to add any more black. Oh yeah, for embossing powder. Yes. That's where I first saw them. It's actually kind of cool. And the idea is with less air force, it's not blowing that embossing powder like everywhere. Like obviously there's an adhesive down underneath. Now I'm planning on doing some white for these tails coming from I don't know if you can see it. But there's these lines right here coming from the back of the spaceship. So I'm actually going to avoid that just to make my job a little bit easier. I'm gonna go around them. Let's see, there. Oh, I guess that one was one of them. Okay, we'll just do it here. There we go. Stories from your dad. That works. The funny thing is the other day when we were streaming, I misplaced my heat gun. I couldn't find it for the life of me, and that's because my dad was using it down in the garage to quickly dry some epoxy. Likes to use the blow dryer, yeah. Oh, is it line dancing? I didn't know it was line dancing. Still, that's cool. Fun fact, I actually have a certificate somewhere for graduating from a square dancing class. I used to do square dancing with my parents. I had the full-on like poofy skirt, the special belt, like everything. Thankfully, there was another boy about my age that also got brought to the square dancing classes, and so I was able to have a partner that was my age and size. Sounds good, Barbara. Have a good dinner. But yeah, somewhere I've got a certificate. It's been ages since I've done it though, so I probably couldn't remember it. Oh, nice, Ambien. Okay, so we're just filling in with the brown here. Then we're gonna add our water again. Okay. Basically the areas that are going to get shadow that won't have the red sun directly on it. a heat gun for so many things. I've seen people use them for acrylic pour art. Yes. The only risk with that is like what I did with the Posca, is getting it to bubble up. But it's handy too for when you do resin pour, because when you do a resin pour, you use, I would use like a creme brulee heat, like flame, what's the name of it? But basically I would use actual fire to bring the bubbles to the surface. But as long as it's not too much, you can use the heat gun too to also bring the bubbles to the surface. Okay, we're gonna put in a little bit here and a little bit lighter there because we've got those kind of tails from the spaceship. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and use our paintbrush. Let's see, Connie told us that she and her husband used to take part in line dance competitions, even coming over to the UK. That's cool. I don't think I've ever done competitions for dancing. I'm not that coordinated, but that's awesome. Let's bring some of that brown down onto this one here. So Claire, when are we gonna get a new live from you? Oh, you know what? I should have you join me on a live sometime, Claire. We could do like a joint live stream. Do some Johanna. Okay. I haven't had anybody on the stream for a while. I've done the pre-recorded ones. No pressure though, Claire. Maybe when like a next like teaser page of Johanna's come out, we could team up. Right? It'd be fun. It'd be super easy on your end. It would just be like a Zoom call, and then we just do it over OBS here. I'm hoping at some point I'll do another interview with Johanna when it gets closer to when the books are gonna get released. So hopefully that will be at some point, but nothing's confirmed right now. Ooh, that's a lot of brown. Okay, so we're just activating that brown that we put down. The inside crevice of that. There we go. Beth, welcome. We'll be able to do the online. Just says, I don't have your system. That is okay. I know that for Corey, when she has people over, she uses StreamYard. I never did StreamYard though. I just set up everything manually through OBS, because you can do a lot of customization with OBS. And from there, I'll do a Zoom, and then I can, but the thing of it is with StreamYard is that it like kind of auto organizes everyone for it. But I don't know, I rarely do like, most of the time if I have someone on the stream, like it's planned out in advance, so I just set it all up in OBS. Okay, so now we're getting to some more of that brown here. And again, it's gonna be brown, it's gonna be red, because this is a desolate planet that's about to get swallowed by a red giant. So it's not gonna look very green and happy here. It's gonna look like it's seen some things, man. Oh, fun, Andre. Yeah, joint streams sometimes can be just really fun. Okay, it's getting pretty dark. I like that though. I mean, like I said, it's dirty, it's dark, it's about to get splody. I don't know if you can use an iPad, that's high. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, I have to, for all of the extra bells and whistles, I have to set that up on my PC. Like, I have my phone up over here, but that's mostly so I don't have to turn my head while I'm watching, you know, while I'm watching chat. But yeah, everything else, all the extra stuff, like the music, that's all. I've got, how many different programs do I usually have up running? I've got my timer that's usually up until stream is over. I've got the music. And then of course, even when we do words on stream, that's another element to it where it's an entire other scene specifically to fit that. And then all of the extras where I have like the borders and everything, those are ones that I've created myself. So they're kind of like custom made ones. but it really helps because I use Epidemic Sound for my music, so it can be copyright free. So I can use that music on my YouTube videos as well, because we all know how particular YouTube likes to be about music usage. So it's nice because I can use it for my shorts also, so I can still have music. Because otherwise, when you use music on the shorts, like, you're limited to like, what, 30 seconds? Just because of copyright laws and stuff. The funny thing is, though, is every now and then I'll be watching a video from like a big YouTuber, like even just the Holderness family. They were doing some sort of Halloween edition, and I recognized one of the songs that they used as a song that I use on Epidemic Sound. Thanks, Fev. Thanks, Ambient. Let's get a clip. Do I have another clip sitting here? I do. We're gonna get a clip we're gonna re-clip this one. There we go, because I want to keep that as flat as possible, and we're gonna put a clip here while I dry that. There we go. All right, we're gonna dry this part completely. So you see how we got that kind of red glow? And that is what we were going for. But I wanted it to be brown and less black because we already kind of have a black going on up here. What we might do next, because I think I'm about done with the land until I add some extra finishing touches. I think we'll work a little bit on the rings because we have a little bit of time left. And then that way when we come back, we can start tackling some of the buildings. Or we could start mapping in some of the color on the buildings. We'll see when I'm all done drying. It's gonna take a second. I don't know how loud is the heat gun? Obviously it's there, but is it more just like white noise? Is it overpowering my voice? Because I can't hear what you guys hear. I go based on my my sound bars. Yeah, because this sits at about like -40, and then when I start talking, it brings it up to -20. So white noise? No, it's not overpowering. Can barely hear the gun. Nice. Yeah, so I have noise gates and filters that limits all of the outside noise, because I always have a fan going when I stream too, just because I like the air circulation in the room. And I don't think you guys ever hear that one. And it's nice too, because when they go by and mow the lawn, you guys don't have to hear that. Sounds good. Oh, enjoy yourself, Audrey. That sounds delicious. Okay, I think that's pretty well dry. All right, let's go ahead and move up, and let's start adding some color to the rings. Let's see, for the color on the rings, we've already got our black and red undertones. Honestly, I can't get past wanting to use blue for it. So I think that's what we're gonna do, but we're going to use, which blue? We've got a couple. I'm leaning more toward the Albrecht Dürer, because we have, thanks Claire. We have this one here, this is light blue, but I think the slightly cooler blue is what we're gonna go for. And this is light ultramarine, and this is from the Albrecht Dürer set. Okay, so let's see, do we wanna do alternating colors? I don't know that I wanna do more. I think we'll just stick with blue. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and color directly onto the paper. I'm not gonna do this yet because I still need to finish this part with the planet. I meant to do that before stream, but it is what it is. But do you see how we still have the red showing through? And so it's got that kind of, you know, red undertone, but it's still clearly something different here. And we do have, we may break out the metallic paints for this. I'm not sure yet, I'm excited. But even though I've just got it on this lower part of it, it's going to spread out once we add the water. Let's see, Fev says, I desperately need to start doing videos again. Stopped because I was swamped with work, then thought my iPad was broken, but turns out it was just a charger, but now I feel anxious filming one again. You know, it's so funny. I get that, because not for YouTube, because like here, I have you guys, I have my community, I have my regulars, you know, it's all normal. But like one time I attempted to go live on Instagram, and I still had a number of people there, but it was just weird. Like I felt awkward. I almost wonder if, like, for part of me, all of these bells and whistles and everything I add to the stream, like, it's almost like a, what do they call it? Like a comfort blanket or a comfort thing, you know, like I feel secure in the knowledge of what I'm doing because I've been doing it this way for, well, almost, we're coming up on our 3-year stream anniversary here. I'm just so used to it. And all of a sudden on Instagram, I'm just like, nothing's turning out the way I want. You know, like it's just, I just felt so nervous, which is hilarious because, oh, that needs to go over that. Because like, you guys know me, I'm like beyond extroverted here. Security blanket, that's what it is. That's what it is. And so, you know, I get nervous when I'm on Instagram, like it's my first time. But here I'm just like, wee, let's talk about everything and anything. Exactly, yes, it's a very safe space here. It really is. Which is good, you know, it's comforting. All right, so I'm leaving a little bit of space, but it was just so funny to me that I had that reaction. So because I have that one TikTok video that kind of just like went nuts, if it's at 250, technically qualifies as being like semi-viral, which, you know, in the big world of viral videos, 250 isn't all that much. But because of that, I like doubled my followers on Instagram, which isn't much because it went from 1,000 to 2,000. But I can go live on TikTok now, but I kind of don't want to, just because I'm like, but it's not my normal stuff. Can I hook TikTok up to my computer in OBS and just do all my fun stuff there? I remember movie, exactly. Yeah, well, yeah, and streaming, there's always, I was definitely more nervous because my kids were also younger when I first started doing it, and there's always an element of anything can happen on a stream. I mean, we've seen, Paul was all over the place, and I've definitely had, you know, the time I knocked the camera off the desk and it went flying right after the community got together to donate to get it, and I'm like, oh yes, let me just, you know, throw this back in everyone's face by breaking it. It's just... but it's, you know, quintessentially me. It's just who I am. Needless to say, after that one though, I got a better camera thing that holds it, and it's not a risk anymore. So I was like, yeah, that's not happening again. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and, do I want to use the small one? I kind of feel like I want to use a bigger one. We're actually gonna use the number 10 round. I haven't even braved a live stream on Instagram yet. I was ignoring them until yesterday. I was kind of scared too. Yeah, it's a whole new element. Like here, I know I'm familiar with the technology. Like I know what to do if something goes wrong. I know, you know, what I need to do to fix things. But if something were to go wrong on the other platforms, I would have no idea how to fix it. And honestly, I get more nervous pre-recording a video than I do this, because I realize just how many times I say when I'm recording. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a lot. Okay, so we're just getting this blue wet. Now the paper isn't nearly as porous as it was because it's already been, you know, wetted a number of times. So we're definitely getting a bit of a blue wash. And I think what I'm going to do after we get this wet is I'm going to use the pencils as a palette and get it a little bit more like lines. Marcy! Hello, Marcy. You're good. Oh, you gave blood today. Rest up. Drink lots of fluids. Did you get your snack afterwards? I need to do that more often. I did it once a while, like a year or so ago. I did a lot when I was younger, but it's because I have O neg blood, and so I need to. I get messages from the Red Cross every now and then, like, "Hey, so if you're feeling like giving blood, we wouldn't say no." Right, Minty? It's a little nerve-wracking. My very first video was filmed with my phone propped up in a old yogurt cup. Yeah, see, there you go. I'm always in awe of Corey's Whip Wednesdays because I have a really hard time, like, the way our conversation flows here, it's because, like, I'm working off of you guys because you say things, or, you know, I would have a hard time coming up with things to talk about that isn't entirely self-centered on a you know, recorded video like that. You know what I think I want to do instead of pencil for the streams? Let's break out the metallic watercolors. But yeah, with you guys, I'm comfy. Like, obviously I don't know you guys, but I know you guys, you know? Like, I figure as well as anyone online can know somebody else online without actually meeting them.
So it was one of the large yogurt cups, the ones that are like this big, like when you buy like the bulk yogurt cups, and then it was like this. And so once it was empty, I had some weights, not weights, I had something in the bottom of it to keep it from tipping over. And my phone was smaller at the time. So I like tucked it in, and it was just hanging over the side. I was doing it in my dining room. The lighting was terrible. Yes, exactly. Internet family. That's what it is. But yeah, and if you listen to it, I was just so nervous. I was so nervous. Yeah, it really is. Exactly. It's a virtual community. Okay, so I don't have my swatch out for this. I keep forgetting to grab it. So we're gonna test a couple of these colors here. Let's zoom in so you can see. Okay, so I have these three colors. I don't think I want to do any of the diamond colors down here. I definitely feel like I want to go for the blue. So let's test this one first. This one's definitely got a bit of a blue-green going on, which is not what I wanted. This one, I have a feeling that's going to be the one that I want, but let's go ahead. Yeah, see, that's pretty, but that's still a little too warm. So let's test this one. Might be too dark though. Yeah, that's too dark. I think that'll be the one that we want. Unless, what's this one here? It's kind of pretty, but that's more in the, it's got some of the red aspect to it, and I don't know that I want that. Let's go with this middle blue one. Oh, I'm so glad, Danielle. iPhone stand for streaming, but then check it out, or maybe even bought it and returned it. Can't remember. Yeah, I just literally used what I had. Like, I didn't even have a desk for a while. My videos, I sat at the dining room table. And honestly, it was perfect because when I picked it up at the time, the kids were still really young, and it was something that I could pick up and do during a nap and then put it away and call it good. So yeah, to begin with, I definitely did not have the setup that I have now. This setup has been built over the course of the last 2.5 years. Now, the community got together and did the, was able to get me to my camera goal faster. But basically, I saved up for my PC. My PC was the first big item that I bought for the stream. And then after the PC, then I upgraded my microphone, because the first microphone I got, I think I want to say the brand was like 15 or something. And it wasn't, it was okay, but it wasn't great. And so then I had another particularly good month as far as income, as far as the stream is concerned. And so I took what I had made that month and I treated myself to a Yeti microphone, which has just been amazing. And then stayed there for a while. And then when we moved into the house, I was doing a stream and chat went completely nuts. And I was like in tears by the end of it. And they donated together over the course of a few streams and got me to my goal for the camera. And then after that, I knew the camera needed a really good stand so that nothing happened again. And I upgraded. This thing is called a glide gear. Actually, you know what I did? Because I was talking to Shannon about it. With the way that video kind of went nuts on TikTok, I went ahead and set up an Amazon storefront that I linked in the link in bio thing. So I actually put all of the gear that I used in the printer and everything up on that. Let's see. How to color in the lines and learn to hold his pencils correctly. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Okay, so I'm just using this this metallic blue here on the bottom part because I don't want to fill it in completely. So you can kind of see how it's still showing through all of the red and everything, but now we're getting the shininess from this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on that one there. Obviously it's not covering up any black lines or anything, but it's giving it that kind of sheen. It's so pretty. All right, let's do this side over here. Time is it? 11:53. We will stop at new. Well, we'll stop when we finish these lines, and then we'll do our words on stream. No, but seriously, Claire, I will. I'll shoot you a message, and we can look at some calendars and make a game plan, because I think that would be fun. Actually, considering how long we've, like, you know, we don't talk all the time, obviously, but we've been in each other's coloring circles for a while. I am really surprised I haven't had you on the stream before. That needs to happen. We will chat and figure out a plan. We'll definitely have to color something Johanna related. Maybe we could even do it on a weekend so that more people can come. Okay, there we go. All right, can you see? There we go. Can you see that kind of, it's hard to see, that kind of shine. There you go. Yeah, I only did TikTok initially just because I was trying to just spread my reach, and I don't spend all that much time on there, but I do post the same things on TikTok that I post on Instagram. I actually haven't done a reel in a while. I need to do that. I keep coming up with ideas and then not following through. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. I'm glad I went with blue. I needed a little bit of blue. Oh, you really don't need much at all. Absolutely. Like, if I was just doing videos, I don't know that I would have invested in the equipment that I have. But it's nice to have, when you're live streaming, it's nice to have equipment that you can trust not to fall apart. Hi, Kirsty. Or to, you know, cut out or knock over or whatever else. All right, now we're gonna go ahead, a little bit more water. We're gonna do this top one here. Oh, what are you doing, sir? Please don't chew my bag. I don't really like Paul. Okay, you can't be in here, sir. He's over here chewing on my bag. You out. Go on. None of your nonsense. Walking away. No, sir. You cannot cause the chaos. You gotta let me finish. Just walking in here chewing on my stuff like, hey, Mom. Mom, pay attention, Mom. If you're done, I'm gonna eat your stuff. Fall out of your stand. Oh, no. Okay. We're almost done with these little streaks. I'm glad we brought out the metallic. I feel like you can't have a space kind of night sky without pretty metallic. Yeah, it's a poly mode. Being a turkey, that's what he's being. He's like, so I'm gonna eat your things now if that's cool. No, Paul, it's not cool. It's my things. There we go. Last little. Here we go. All right. Oh, it just takes practice. To be fair, though, when I was in college, I was the photo editor of a newspaper. I actually have I can't share it here because it's too much, personal information, but I took a lacrosse photo that got published in a magazine, and I actually won a little point and shoot camera, but that was like a decade ago. It was a long time ago. All right, there we go. Okay, guys, I am loving that shine. And then just imagine the rest of that extended out here once I've caught up on the planet where I needed to be. I'm kind of loving this, you guys. Ignore Polly or Peril. That's exactly what it is. So here's kind of the rest of the plan for it. Obviously, we're going to be doing a lot of grays, maybe a few obscure colors for the buildings because I imagined that these were a different color. Like maybe this is actually glass. We could do some. Ooh, we could definitely do some blue here. This is flat black now, but it won't stay that way. We're gonna add some stars and we're gonna add some pastels. We still have these two to do. We still have the spaceship with some of, the exhaust coming off of it. Like, there's still a lot to do. It is a legitimate, like, 2-page spread, but I am kind of loving the direction that it's going. So, yeah, a lot of work left, but I think it's turning out good. So what I'm gonna do off stream, that's the plan. I only have like day after tomorrow is when we're streaming again. As long as I get to it, my plan is to catch up on the rest of this planet, like I said I was going to do in the first place, and then I'll do the rest of these rings. I'm not going to do anything we haven't done yet, but I am gonna get caught up here. So when we come back, this here will be done, that'll be done, and I'll finish off obviously this part of the planet, and that will leave us, we'll probably start in on the buildings, and then, okay, so go buildings, planets, then background, and finish that. So we're getting there, guys. I think 2 more streams, and we could have this done. Yeah, I think that's safe to say. But here is the plan. So today is the 26th. Mermaid, I believe, starts on the 28th. So I'm thinking Friday, we're gonna do some of the mermaid pages and do some of the giveaways and everything, and you'll have all the information for that. I'll post more when probably tomorrow and let you all know what's going on with that. So we'll take a brief detour from this, but as soon as I'm done with the mermaid page, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. Oh, fine, Danielle. We're gonna come back and we're gonna work on this. This will not be a lost whip. We will be finishing this one on stream. All right, let's go ahead and pull up our words on stream. We can go ahead and do a little bit of that if you're feeling adventurous. All right, let's pull up. Let's pause the music. Pause the music. We're gonna pull up our words on stream. We're gonna get logged in here. Everybody got your typing fingers ready? Okay, I'm gonna grab the link. And then we're gonna go to, oh, there it is, words on stream. Okay. There we are. Awesome. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Got your typing fingers ready? Sounds good, Gia. Thanks for being here. Oh, by the way, that chrome that we did, see that little heart? There we go. It's hard to see. Anyway, it's still on there. We'll see if it washes off. I'll let you know. We were having fun with the chrome markers yesterday. All right. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. Obviously it's level 1, so no hidden letters, no fake letters. Gal, Annette, perfect. Let's see. Oh, turning, you already got it. Okay, nice. Turn, ting. Oh, nice, Linda, I got ting. Oh, what about grit? And for those of you that are new to this and haven't played before, it's basically just a scramble word game. It scores like Scrabble. We have to reach the goal to move on to the next levels, but the more words we get, the further along we can get in our levels. And the higher the level it is, the more difficult it is. So it scales up as we go along. Let's see, we did runt, ring, oh, ruin, there it is. Okay, so we got some T words. Turn, ting, unit. We have one more 6-letter word and one more 5-letter words. Trig. What about turg? Is turg a word? Turn. Tree. What about trin or trun? Trug. Nice. Let's see. 5-letter word and 6-letter word. The ing. Tuning. What about truing? Ah, that is a word. I have no idea what that means, but it's a word. But we got all but one. Maybe? That should get us skip 3 levels. Oh, we got them all. Nice, Tech Gal. All right, that's gonna get us skip 3 levels. All right, continue. Annette is number 1, followed closely by Tech Gal. Let's see. Other. Oh, wait, you guys didn't have it yet. Sorry. I gotta remember. Theory, Aaron, nice. Let's see. Let's see, hero. What about throw? Nice. Oh, Tor. What about Rote? R-O-T-E. I'm still locked out, but Rote. There you go. Try it. Rote. Tray. Nice. And Rote. Okay, 2 more 4-letter words. What about Yote? Oh, I'm still locked out. Never mind. Y-O-T-E. No idea what it would mean, but you know, it's a possibility. Yote. Let's see. What about Orte? Could it be another? What about Hote? I don't know what those other 2 are. Tyro. Nice, Annette. I'm not sure. Could start with an R. Could start with an O. O-H-R-E. O-H-E-R. O-T-E-R. I'm just trying random combinations of letters, but that still should get us skip 3 levels. There it is. All right, RN number 1 on both. Nice. Oh. Twitter. Oh, Aaron, you got it before me. Okay, so the U is the fake letter. The U is the fake letter. Twitter. Let's see. Right, R-I-T, but Shannon got W-R-I-T. Titter, I like it. Right, R-I-T-E. There it is. Trite, very nice. Tire. Oh, wire. W-I-R-E. Nice. Tier, very good. What about W-E-I-R? Is that a word? Oh, I'm still locked out. It's another 5-letter word. What did I say? W-E-I. It is! Nice, Petra. Let's see. Is it Petra or Petra? I assume because it's 2 E's, it'd be Petra, but it could be Petra. Let's see. Trite. T-W-I-T-E? Is that a word? What about R-I-T-T-E or W-I-T-T-E? Gosh, I'm not sure. R-I-T-E-T. Petra. Okay, perfect. Thank you. T-word. Sweet. Still gonna skip 3 levels, so that's good. Nice. All right, continue. We are just rocking it. Aaron still number 1 in total ranking. You are doing awesome. All right, there is a fake letter in this one. Well, I'm gonna go with lips. Maybe the L is the fake letter in this one. Yeah, the L is the fake letter. Gypsy, tipsy, spit pigs. So no L. Oh, pigsty. Nice. Okay, what about hits? Yips. That's a made up like Dr. Seuss word, isn't it? Y-I-P-S. Pretty sure it's a made up word. Tech gal? No, it's not a made up word. Nice, tech gal. Okay, what about, there's 3 more 4-letter words. What about G-I-P-S? Gyps. No, okay. What about G-I-T-S? Gits. Yeah, there we go. Spig. Is spig a word? It is not a word. What about P-Y-I-S? P-I-Y-S? Just trying. Oh, pity, nice. All right, one more. We're already gonna do skip 3 levels. But one more word. Could be with a G, could be with an I. Gist, nice. All right, skip 3 levels. Very nice. All right, you are holding strong. With Tech Gal was number 1 in that for level 10. All right, level 13, there is a hidden letter and a fake letter. So let's try, okay, punch, that clears those letters. So C is the fake letter. So what would it be? Punt and pant. Taupe. Oh, it's an E. It's an E. Okay, so tuna. So no C. Cow pet. What is that? I'm just trying like random combinations here that maybe it'll come to me here. Okay, kaput. C-E-A-P-U-T. I don't know. Okay, what about can't? We'll do can't even though it doesn't have an apostrophe. Okay, what about, I don't know. Pate, I like it. Oh, cape. Oh no, wait, the C is the fake letter. Dang it, I know that. Okay, what about nape? Did we do nape? Yeah, we did nape. We need one more word. Peanut! Oh, nice, Tech Gal. Oh, it's because I was putting the C in there. Oh my gosh, I was clearly confused. Tune, we did it. No help of me. I said the C was fake, and here I was trying to force it into words. Oops. But Aaron is holding strong on both of those. You are just leading the pack today. All right, fake letter and hidden letter. We're gonna go with room. Wow, room didn't come up. Okay, so that means one of the O's. Okay, what about door? Okay, so, oh, modern, that would have been good. Oh, door was one. Okay, so that means the M. The M is the fake letter. So what about adorn? Okay, that's not it. So no N, or no M, sorry, because I did room and that didn't take it, but door was taken. So N-O-D-R-O. 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 Huh, odor, that's good. Rude. Norm, maybe? I keep just seeing doorman, but I know that's not it. Dorn. Maybe it's a U. No, because it's not an M. It's not an M. Let's see. Let's try B. Born. Yeah, doorman. That's what I keep seeing, but that would use all of the letters. Oh my gosh. This one's hard. Level 15. It may get us. All right, let's see. It's a C. Corn. Condor. Condor man. Yeah, condor. Oh, got it at the end though. That was hard. Oh, condo. Ah, nice shit. Oh, we did it! Shannon saved the day. Nice. Look at that. Nice, Shannon. That was like just right there, last second. Okay, hidden letter and fake letter. 2 Y's, 2 E's. What is this word? An ED. Let's try only 5-letter words. So raged. Let's try raged. Every day? How did you get that? Oh my gosh. Okay, so the G is fake. The G is fake. Ready. Oh no, Aaron already got ready. Ready, every, no G. Oh, what about reedy? There you go. Deary, I like it. Let's see. Raid. Wait, so the other letter was a V. Okay. Every, what about R-E-A-V-E? Reeve? I could have swore Reeve was on Reeve. Okay, raved. Yay. Let's see. Huh. Dare? Veery. That's hard, man. But hey, we made the goal, so we're doing good. Oh, dreary. That would have been good. Oh, Verde. Oh, come on, that was totally one. Boo! Verde is totally a word. Might not be English, but it's a word. All right, enjoy the next level. RN number 1 with Tech Gal, number 1 for that one. Okay, that's a lot of letters. Hidden letter and fake letter. Absorb? No. No, that would be 2 B's. Samba, nice. Aroma, aromas. Plural. Let's see. So that means the J is fake. Boars, okay. Got Moors. Huh. Baromas. Broad? Maybe it's a D? Huh. Ambrosia? Megan, that is glorious. So what is it? It's an I. It's an I. I is the hidden letter. So, oh, Arias. Maria. Okay. Nice, Shannon. Getting us to our goal again. Brims. Rams. Just trying that out. Hey, but we made our goal, so we're good. We're good. Ambrosia, Megan, that was good. That was a tough word. I would not have gotten there. All right, next level. So level 18. Annette, number 1 for that one. Aaron is still holding strong. Right, Annette? How? I don't even know. Okay, hidden letter and fake letter. I'm gonna go with danger. Just throwing that out there. No? Okay, dream. Dream. I'm gonna go with... So, oh, the G. The G is gonna be the fake letter. Okay, let's just try dreams. Maybe it's plural. Okay, so if it's not that, maybe it's an ED. Dreamed, maybe it's another E. Let's see. Armed. There we go. Oh, what about an H? Harmed? I'm locked out, so someone wants to try harmed. H-A-R-M-E-D. No harmed. Okay. What about swarm? Maybe it's a W. Okay. What about if it had been a G, I would have said maybe an I and it could be like mirage, but that's not right. This is rough, man. An I? Oh, admire. Admire. Anything? Anything? Oh, I think we're done for. Mired. Sinking last hits. Oh, that was hard. Good try. Do you guys want to do one more game? I know, right, Angela? It was rough. Wait for it to reload. Okay. Yes? All right, let's do one more. Oh, Aaron, right at the end. I got you 2 points above. Let's go. Yeah, we usually do 2 games. Okay. Agenda. There we go. Let's see, badge. That's empty coffee. We're gonna get water. Oh, banged, yeah. Let's see, Dean. We get banned. Yeah, we got banned. Bean. Dean. Begin. Let's see. Huh, what is binge? A binge, it's totally a word. No. No, that's too many letters, never mind. Bandage! Oh yeah, that makes more sense than a bench. Let's see, what about Andy? A-G-A-E? A-G-E-A? Agia. Let's see, dang, as in dang, I can't get this word. Let's see. Could start with a G. Gand. Gabba. Gabba dabba doo. Bade. Bane. Bada. Bada bing bada boom. Nope, bada's not a word. Dana. Just throwing it out there. That's cool. We got enough that we're at our goal. Alrighty. Skip 2 levels. Very nice. Continue. Aaron at the top again. My goodness. That's a lot of words, or a lot of letters. Well, let's try open. What is that word? I feel like it's gonna be obvious. Nope. Yep, okay, Hannah got nope. Oh, neon, look at that, neon. Tune. Okay, what? Oh! Wait, unlock. I know it. I know it. I know what it is. Opponent. Boom. Oh, you were right behind it, Deborah. So close. Let's see. Pent. Did we do Pent yet? We did Pent. Let's see. Tanya. Oh. Okay then. What about Poot? I'd laugh if they took that. Pope, Pone. Okay, 2 5-letter words. 2 5-letter words. What about P-O-N-N-A? We have another E. We could do penne. Oh, no one. Is that? No? Alright, it was worth a shot. I don't know what those other 5-letter ones are. Alrighty. Skip 3 levels. Very nice. Alrighty, continue. Okay, no hidden letters, no fake letters, clues, as in give me a clue what this word is. Oh! Nucleus. Nucleus. There it is. Okay, oh, see, uncle, obviously. There we go. Tech Gal got uncle, loon. Let's see. Clue, clues, uncle. Slew? No. Oh, well, there we go. Slew. Could be, what about C-U-N-E? Q. Oh, cues, yep. Could be another L, L-E-C? Or C-C-S? L-E-C-S? Lens. Lose. Loose. Lose. If it's gonna be an L word, it's gonna start with an E. Lasso. Well, we at least made our goal, and we'll go up by 3 levels, which should put us at level 9. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I don't have a clue on that last one. Very nice. Level 9, onward and onward. Alrighty, RN taking that #1 total ranking, and Shannon #1 spot for that round. All right, there is a fake letter in this one. Anime. Anima. Tint, mint. Taint. Okay, so we don't know about the U and the V yet. Amina? No, it'd be Amino. Mit. Okay. Need to clear. Oh, what about mutt? That would clear the U if it's there. Okay, so the V is the fake letter. Intim. No, that's not it either. What is that? Mutant. Taunt. Tain. B-T-I-A-N. T-mutain. What is that? I just put out the letters there so I can look at it. Immutain. Tummy-tain. That's not right. And Titan, nice. What is that word? Huh. Vitamin, but I wonder if... Metatune. Gosh, what is that? Tuna? Huh. Maintain... No, that's not it. Dang. I mean, we made our goal, but now I'm really curious. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that. But Aaron taking the ranking for both of them. Oh my goodness, Aaron, you are on fire today. Okay, fake. There's a fake letter. State. Oh, Aaron got state. Okay, so but there's an extra T. State tit. Tats. Teats. Which means there's the non-plural of teat. Gosh, what has 3 T's? A test. All right, nice tech gal. Okay, 8s. SAT. Let's see. SATE. Stat. Oh, stat is a word. There's one that's gonna start with an S. SETA, interesting. Okay, maybe another one that starts with an E. Okay, east. And another one that is... I don't think it's gonna do another EA, so maybe another... Maybe it could be ETTS? Oh, ETAs. I wonder if that's another word or if they're doing an abbreviation. Thanks, Melissa. All right, Aaron, number 1 for that one. 83, that's amazing. I really want to do snoring. I'm gonna try it, snoring. But that would use all the letters. Okay, what about pouring? No, okay. Irons. Oh, well, the G is fake. The G is fake. Okay, what about senior? Perhaps it's an E? No. Okay, what about Sonic? Maybe it's a C. Maybe the word soar? So no G. So... Huh. Rosen, okay. What about just snore? Or did I already try an E? Yeah, I tried an E. Run, let's see, runtion. No, I'm just trying another vowel here. Okay, so no G, noir, noirs, iron, irons. Did I try soar already? Ions. I keep like checking to see if we've unlocked what the hidden letter is. Huh. Got rinse? What is it? Oh, it's a P! Spore, that's a word. Prison. How wasn't spore a word? Pros. Oh, we were so close. That one was rough. That one was rough. All right, let's go back here real quick. Close that. Yes, we're gonna leave the page. Well, that was fun. Our regular little 2 rounds of that game here. Let's turn our music back on. There we go. Shannon Black. All right, well, that is where we're leaving it for today. I will get caught up on this little section here, and then next time we'll jump in with the buildings. I think it's really coming along, and I think it's gonna look cool when it's done. We just need to get it there. And this sky is not done yet. We still have lots left to do on there, but the pastels are gonna be the very last step. Anything you need to know? Let's see, today's Wednesday. Friday will be the start of Mermaid, I believe. Just look for me scheduling that stream for your confirmation. But also with Mermaid, keep in mind, there's gonna be sales, there's gonna be deals, there's gonna be all the things. So that is coming up, which means we'll take a short break with this while we do Mermaid, and as soon as Mermaid is done, we're gonna come right back to it and finish it. So I apologize if you're following along and you're like, no, it's gonna take forever, but that's what it is. We got some events to do. All right, everyone, keep being awesome, keep being amazing, and I will see you on Friday evening. All right, chat with y'all later. Bye.